Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Take the Initiative. We're doing the league top 8 actually. I think the I think the stream says top 16, but it's top 8. I'll hopefully get that fixed as soon as the recording ends and the VOD goes up. But yeah, so I've had a pretty busy week, and there's several matches that have been recorded that I just haven't had time to go over and do commentary for. So hopefully I'll be doing those in the coming week, and we'll start getting them out. But Hipo's top 16 went out. I think Serraf's top 16 hasn't gone out yet, but he did win. Spoiler alert. Let's take a look at these deck lists. This is Serraf's. It's Quinlan Tarkentown. It looks pretty normal, but he's got the new card. What's that? Radiant something 7, I think. He's got red 3 in there. He's got Ahsoka's in there. He's got main deck Fang Fighters. Main deck Fang Fighters could be important in this matchup because Hipo is running Poe ECL. He's got some pilots in there. R2s, Bigs. Does he not have Lukes? It looks like he doesn't actually have Lukes, but he's got Chewies. Or can Chewie be discarded or out? I can't remember if Chewie can be discarded or if he just makes the character undiscardable. I guess we'll have to see. I guess he's not running Lukes. So yeah, I mean, there's still a decent amount of upgrades. You'd definitely be glad to have Fang Fighter if you're Serraf here. Poe himself was also an upgrade, though. So yeah, I'm excited to see how this one goes. Looks like they're just getting ready. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna give him the go ahead. I think this should be a good enough gamer angle. All right. So, hard to tell who's favored here. I think traditionally the Quinlan deck is favored. But I mean, Poe can really get some damage going if he's not stopped. And they're just wishing each other good luck. Ooh, I nailed that. Oh, I basically nailed that camera angle. Perfect. I don't think I have to touch it at all. All right, this is a nice opening for Hipo. He's got, Phoenix. Oh, looks like he's gonna resource the Phoenix and go for the Batmarine. But he had the R2 to play on the Phoenix if he wanted. And next turn he can go Falcon, play R2 on it. But Serraf's got initiative here. That's generally you generally want to give Quinlan an initiative. There's an argument for Quinlan to pass on turn 1. Serraf's not doing that though. Says I'm going to keep initiative going forward. Ooh, there's that Chewie picked up. Chewie plus R2 on that Falcon could be crazy. Alright, looks like both players are just going to hit. I think Serraf might just go for Sabine into Tarkentown here. Does go for the Sabine, and Hippo's going to play out the Falcon. Let's take a look at that Falcon. Falcon, one of the big piloting build around cards here. And yep, there's a Tarkentown follow-up. Now, let's see. Does Hipo take initiative, or does he go for this R2? And he does not go for the R2. I mean, so crucially, like, Poe can only flip onto a unit without a pilot. So even with R2, even like, you know, with the extra pilot slots, like Poe still has to flip onto something without a pilot, if I remember correctly. All right, here's Chewie. So he's not flipping Poe, at least not yet, but he can go like Chewie and then R2. So Chewie's pretty insane here. Can't be defeated or returned to hand by enemy card abilities. Can be damaged. Can be exhausted. But now that Falcon is a 7/7. And Serraf has no way of dealing with it. You can try to exhaust it with Ahsoka, theoretically. That might have to be the direction he goes. 4 costs. Yep, Ahsoka. So now, I mean, the question is for Hippo, like, do you give up this 4 cost to keep the attack? I think you do. Yeah. And if you're Serraf, you're kind of happy to see the 4 cost go, even if you don't get the exhaust. Wait, it's Hippo's action. Yeah. Let me check the wording on Poe. Yeah. It has to be to a friendly vehicle without a pilot. Doesn't work the same as piloting. What are they saying? Yeah. Yeah, so Poe can't deploy as a pilot. You can only become a pilot based on his ability. So yeah, you can't flip Poe here. Can play the R2, so now this is a 9/8 Falcon. And Hippo's still got Poe in hand. Yeah, it should be 9. I think Serraf probably forgot about the buff. All right, blue leader. That's a solid pickup here. In addition to the Poe in hand, so you can start running over ground units. Hippo looks like he's in a pretty strong position. Serraf picked up another Ahsoka here, which, I mean, you kind of don't want to play it over the first one. And it looks like, yeah, he's actually just going to resource it. So Serraf still no way to deal with this Falcon. Now 2 hits away from just dying. He's actually Falcon hit plus a Poe hit away from dying also. Serraf is, I think, just in an inescapable position here. Can he race? He can do 9, 10, 11, 12 this turn? No, I don't think he can. One second, sorry. Wait, are we not live? We're live, aren't we? Huh? All right, looks like this game resolved. So Hippo's up 1. I'm trying to on-air monitor this, and it's not coming up. Looks like this game resolved. Oh no. Okay, no, we're live. My phone just isn't picking it up. Oh, it's unlisted. Ha. Oh, that's because I copied the settings of the other stream. That's what it is. Aha. All right, so sorry. I'm gonna go in, change the settings. Let's take a look at sideboards here. This is should be Hippo sideboard, I think. So yeah, take a look at these. These lists are linked on Substack as well. Now this should be Serraf sideboard. I'm not looking at these. I just have buttons that switch. Switch the screen. All right. All right. So now the stream should be public, so anyone can get it. But let's see. So, Serraf has got what's that weird card? The one on the far left. I'm not sure what it is. He's also got the Twi'lek thing that lets you ramp. Pillage, Hans. We'll see what comes of it. On Hippo's side again, he's got looks like some aggressive stuff. And he's got the 1 cost blow up and upgrade thing. Interesting. We'll see if that comes in. All right, going into game 2. Hippo up 1. Winner of this gets a spot in the top 4. Ooh, black 1 for Hippo. That's interesting. And he's got the Chewy to follow it up with. Also has Falcon. But Serraf's got initiative. Looks like he's just gonna hit base here with the L3. And now, is it gonna be Chewy? It's not gonna be Chewy. Just goes two to base with the black 1. Oh, is it? Well, it's upgraded. It gets +1 now. Ooh, red 3. Or red 5, sorry. All right, answered by a Falcon. So, I mean, red 5 can eat this black 1. But the Chewy onto the Falcon, again, is just going to be difficult to stop. You know, if one line works, you know, don't try to fix it. All right, so Serraf's got initiative here. And yeah, he's just gonna eat the black one. Now, let's see. Hippo can go for like a greedy play, which is flip Poe first before playing Chewy, and he is gonna do that. But now he can get hit by this waylay. And yep, it's gonna be the waylay. Boom, punished. If that had actually resolved, though, that would have been crazy. All right, so yeah, Falcon's just gonna come back out. Hippo's not in like a terrible position, all things considered here. Let's see, set up right now to go like surprise strike red 5 into the Falcon if he wants. Oh no, Hippo actually has initiative, so he can play out. Oh, he's gonna play blue leader to kill the red 5. That works, yeah. Can't deploy, can't play Chewy, but that's fine. You can flip Poe onto the ground this turn. He can also play an A-Wing. On Serraf's side, Serraf has like several different lines here to deal with. He could potentially deal with the Falcon. He could also just like flip this Quinlan and set up the Plo onto the Poe. Sorry about that. All right. Falcon is gonna hit the board, deal 1 to the opposing Falcon. That's another good line because it sets up Tarkin Town here. If there's no other pilot, and there isn't. Or well, actually, he could theoretically flip Poe, which stops the Tarkin Town. It doesn't even have to be Tarkin Town. Like this Falcon could just run itself over. But it is going to be Tarkin Town. All right, and there's Poe onto the ground. And Hippo's now out to a good damage lead here. At least for the time being, despite having falling into that waylay. All right, Surprise Strike Falcon is going to remedy that. Hippo does get to deploy an A-Wing. And now Serraf has to choose between flipping Quinlan and taking initiative. He is going to flip. So now Hippo has initiative. He's at 6 resources, which is enough for Wrecker here. And I think we're just going to see it. Yup. Now, where does he go? He could clear both these units if he wanted, or he could try to go for damage. So, okay, it looks like he's going for damage. And it should be 5 overwhelm. Yep. And this is what was one of the advantages of killing Falcon with Falcon, is now you could target down the Wrecker. But Serraf is like, he might just be far enough ahead that he doesn't need to worry about that. He might have just been better off getting the damage in. So it's his action. He's got Plow in hand, which can run over Poe. He doesn't really have a good way to kill Wrecker without plowing it. If he does like plow into Wrecker, he can do 5 to base. Which puts him in a decent position. Pretty good one actually to be threatening lethal next round. In fact, if he does that, I don't know that the Hippo has on board at least a way to prevent that from happening. Oh, let's see. Did you pay for Falcon? I don't think it matters a ton because he can still plow with 5. Thank you, William. All right, so he is going to plow for 5 here. It looks like. Oh, he's having second thoughts. If he wanted to deal with the Wrecker, he could like waylay it. But I don't know. It just feels bad tempo-wise. And you're still taking a hit from Poe this turn. Oh, he's not doing Poe or Plow. I don't know. If I were Serraf, I'd be slamming it. All right, he is going to do it, it looks like. And yep, it is going to target the Poe. It's, PO and PO action. Plow versus Poe. Now, I mean, so because Serraf played the Plow, there's actually a decent argument for taking initiative here and just swinging in with the Poe early to get 6. But there's also a good argument for dealing the 5 now. I'm not sure if like one is better than the other because the clock is the same either way. All right, so he's going to take initiative here. All right. Ooh, Hippo picks up a 4 cause. That's pretty strong. All right, so Serraf's in a bit of a weird spot here. He's got 3 actions lethal. Yeah, I think I wasn't thinking about this last round. Is that I was assuming the Wrecker was going to be forced to kill Poe or Plo, but that might not actually be the case. Let's see. If Serraf goes and kills this Wrecker with his Poe or Plo, sorry. He's in a good spot, I think, right? Let's see. I mean, Chewie and then Fleet Lieutenant kind of is risky here. Let's see. Looks like he's going to go for Waylay on the Wrecker. Interesting. Keeps 3 resources up. All right, looks like it's just going to be Fleet Lieutenant here. It's going to be 5 to base. Sets up before a cause. I don't think Serraf has a way to get around it. Let's see. You can do Oh, he's got the hot shot blaster, so he can do 8. So he was actually at 2 actions lethal that whole time. Oh, if he had that blaster, I'm kind of surprised he didn't go for the open attack base. And okay, yeah, nah. So Hippo's gonna get it through the Forakas. Oof. Had Serraf gone, like, I don't think there was a way to win in 1 action, right? Was there? I mean, Hippo has to run stuff that gets him there, probably. He was at 17. POTUS, or record to 7. So that brings him to 24. Yeah, no. I probably would have just gone blaster first instead of playing that Waylay. Unless I'm missing something. All right, well, good game to both players. It's very easy to look at these plays from a 30,000 foot view. A lot harder to think about everything on the ground. As one of the players. So thank you all for tuning in. Congrats to Hippo for moving on to the top 4. And remember to always take the initiative.